This is the last video we got, so might as well get it over with.
We carry the largest trans pride ever before and unfurled it on the side of El Cap to prove a point that trans is natural.
Please, tell me what's natural about having to wear a wig and tons of eye makeup to try and get people to treat you like a woman.
Did I not fucking subscribe to this guy?
Transphobes would love to have you believe that being trans is unnatural, but species that can transition sexes can be found on every continent, every ocean.
That had to be the most disingenuous analogy that I've ever heard. Show me a human male that's become female spontaneously without spending like $100,000 in the operating room.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, show us that.
Well, even the surgeries don't change their biology. And just because certain animals can do things doesn't mean that humans can do those things.
Yeah.
Some animals aren't sexually dimorphic and the females are just as strong as the males. That's not humans though. There are a lot of differences between the sex. I mean, I don't think I've seen an analogy this bad since the croissant analogy.
If trans women aren't women, then is this big croissant not a croissant? Of course it's a croissant. It's made out of butter and dough just like other croissants.
Right, a big croissant and a small croissant are still both croissants, except that's not what's happening here. You're not a big croissant saying that you're a small one. You're a taco saying, I identify as a pastry.
So before I demolish this delicious and very valid pastry, repeat after me. Big croissants don't affect me in the slightest.
No, dude, don't, please, fucking hell, dude, it's already fucking me up brain.
Yeah, that's not the case. In fact,
it's fucking gay. It's just fucking gay. I can't even watch it.
That's exactly everyone's problem and why people have so much energy against trans activism. We were all just out here minding our own business, and then a bunch of activists started inserting themselves into everything and saying, you have to treat us how we demand you treat us, or you lose your job. This sort of extortionist behavior is why people are mad at the LGBT crowd.
Yep.
I'm actually non-binary and use they them pronoun. I definitely could see that. In the best way possible, you look like you'd be non-binary. Slay, they. You realize that isn't a compliment, right?
I guarantee you that when people say that, 99% of the time it's not meant to be a compliment.
Nope.
And that's because as soon as you see the wacky hair color and the nose ring, oh wait, this person actually doesn't have a nose ring. Shocking.
Nope.
But when regular people see the wacky outfits, they know they're about to deal with a very difficult or annoying person. Or a narcissist. I mean, there are just so many examples of people with narcissistic personality disorder being gassed up by every major corporation for identifying as LGBT. And everyone hates stuff like this. From Today USA, women want to be her, men want to be with her. Dylan Mulvaney, the true definition of beauty and grace.
Nope.
Bro, Dylan Mulvaney doesn't even want to be Dylan Mulvaney.
Nope.
So this is exactly what I'm talking about.
No,
now, I'm sure there are plenty of
no.
trans people out there who just want to mind their own business and go on with their lives. In fact, the right to be able to mind their own business.
Dude, I have a gay friend. I can text him right now, and we can talk about it. Dude, he hates trans people. Sorry, LGBT. He hates them. And he's a gay, by the way. He's gay.
Was originally what the LGBT movement was pushing.
Am I gay? No, I don't. I'm not gay.
I think that's an idea that most Americans these days would have no problem supporting. However, the activists,
The reason why America will fall. Yeah.
not the normie LGBT people,
The reason why America will fall is because they support every illness, making it like it's actual thing.
I'm specifically talking
Yeah, like they support the illness.
about the activist part of this community, constantly display the most self-centered and entitled behavior. And it's not transphobic or bigoted to point out when someone's being a self-absorbed asshole. Let's go back to that image. Women want to be her. Yeah, except for all the women who were pissed off at Dylan's woman face behavior. In fact, people were so mad at Dylan that Anheuser-Busch almost had to give up the Bud Light brand. Men want to be with her. No, they don't. Straight
Pretty sure I want to stay the fuck away from her.
men don't. The second
I'm pretty sure I want to stay the fuck away from this motherfucker.
they find out you're trans, you're gonna get ghosted.
This video is for straight men and straight men only. I'm sorry, but how in the world could you not like, yes, I'm a trans woman, I'm a doll. Like, what is so different about dating me than a cis woman? I can do everything that she can.
Except have children.
Fuck yeah. We hit the point. Oh, hell yeah.
Did you notice the narcissistic, I'm so great behavior? That's why people don't like you. The guy
Believe me, if the pride is coming from a man, sure, it's fucking handsome, they say. But pride is coming from a woman, it feels like fucking trash. Unless you do something like graceful, you do not deserve to be prideful.
I was on a date with just found out that I was trans. Why is he just finding out on the date? Why wasn't this disclosed on the dating app? I mean, they were definitely using a dating app where photos can be edited and the voice chat wasn't used.
Yep.
Why is it so hard to date straight men when you're just a normal trans girl who makes content for the internet. Well, there you go. Stop catfishing people and maybe you'll find someone who actually likes you.
Well, we go.
I mean, it's crazy how many trans people think it's perfectly fine to start a relationship out by lying by omission.
What are you even really disclosing? What is there to disclose? There's no deception. When you're dating someone, you don't have to disclose every single thing about yourself up front. That's the fun of it. You get to learn about someone new.
No, that's lying by omission. He just fucking said that.
Considering that the status of your sexuality is a big deal for a relationship, that definitely should be disclosed before
That is the hugest fucking disclose you should do right now.
you even go on a date. Though in this case, I actually wouldn't worry because I don't think anyone's being fooled by you.
He shows off his results of facial feminization surgery. What is your reaction? Again, just reading the tweets. Don't get mad at me. Let's take a look at this. Bro, I'm gonna keep it a bug. You gotta go back and ask for a refund. Like, this was not a complete job. This is just incomplete homework.
Though to be honest, some trans people are more feminine than others, and it's harder for normies to tell. So in the
Okay.
case where someone is intentionally tricked and any form of sexual contact happens that they would otherwise not consent to, I think that should be considered sexual assault. These
Yeah.
people are all about consent, right? Well,
Yep.
you can't consent if you don't understand the terms of the deal. And if you're trying to trick someone into consenting to something they otherwise would not consent to if they had full knowledge of the terms, then that is very much the mentality of a rapist. You aren't fooling anyone. Everyone knows that you aren't disclosing this information right away for a reason. And really, the best way to continue to take power away from these people so they can't threaten us anymore is to just start calling stuff what it is.
Yep.
All the bullying that trans activists have been doing can completely be defeated if we just stick to reality. Which brings us to a trans TikTok influencer who goes by Lily Tino. Well, this person has already been brought up, but now I have a bigger
No.
point to make. If you haven't seen any of
No.
the content, this type of stuff is what Tino is famous
Dude,
for.
no.
Out of Thailand.
Coconut bread from Thailand. Cool. Ma'am.
And the middle one is from
Thank you. Just like totally sucks the joy out of Bread Tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave because I no longer feel like it's like, oh, my garden now has. I'm not going to enjoy this bread. We should be able to go place. I don't think I really want this Bread Tower actually. I think I'd rather have the check.
Did anyone catch what went wrong here? I actually had to watch this multiple times, so let's do a quickie.
Yeah.
Coconut bread from Thailand. Cool. Ma'am.
So Tino is mad because the waiter said sir. Well, it's kind of hard to call you a ma'am when you look like a sir, and Tino knows that people will make this mistake, which is why tons of misgendering videos are on Tino's channel.
I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir. Called me sir.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir. Thank you. I'm not sir. Nothing like a good misgendering. It is a knife in the gut when I
You
get
are
called sir.
no,
It
no,
hurts
no, no. You are fucking so delusional, so inside the deep dark depths of abyss, right? You're so delusional. You want other people to get delusional and share your illness. No, brother, I think I'm just gonna go leave America. That's the best idea. I think you know what, India is corrupted. Fucking fine. You know what? At this point, fine with me. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. They don't have fucking transgender. I think I'll go there. You know what? Yeah, I will accept it. I will accept it as it is. Saudi Arabia, dude. You know what? I'm gonna call my brother right now. I'm just gonna you tell him to book a fucking flight right now. God forbid if I face one of you,
more
a wild fucking transgender Pokemon, by the way.
when it's not intentional because it means like this is sir to him.
Yeah, it's such a knife to the gut.
That voice and that face is sir to anyone, motherfucker. Let me make it serious. Sir, let me make it fucking clear. Sir, that voice and that face is clear to everyone. That is a fucking sir. Now, sir, if you don't mind, I'll continue with my fucking video.
That you keep intentionally putting yourself in these situations and film them happening over and over again.
There we go.
Even with the feigned politeness, everyone knows that you're doing this on purpose. And not just that, but Tino has openly talked about not actually caring about being called sir.
Look, I don't need your approval to love my face. But honestly, keep these comments coming because they really don't bother me in the way that you think they bother me.
To be fair, I don't even want to bother commenting on you. Holy hell, sir. Sir, I don't even want to bother commenting on you. I don't want to waste my time and my precious typing fingers on you, sir. Fuck
And they
you.
boost engagement on my stuff, so keep at it.
A bunch of people saying sir in the comments is what's being responded to. So now we know that Tino bullying people is completely about getting attention. But let's go back to that bread
Again,
video for a second.
Don't fucking do it because that's what they want. You just don't do anything. You just sit down. Why? If you don't like it, just fucking block them. Do not do it.
To say friend or just not use gendered length. It's like a pretty big thing that Disney has done. Nothing was wrong with Fred. I just don't want it. Just because they apologize she doesn't feel sad or offended. Exactly, right? If you've accidentally ever heard someone say, I'm so sorry, do you expect them to be like, oh, it was an accident? Of course. No problem whatsoever. All of that hurt is now undone.
Dude, how bitter are you? How bitter are you? Genuine question. How bitter are you?
That's not how. Sorry about what happened. It's okay. I would love to pay for the drink. No, you don't. Are you sure? Thank you very much.
Now you can see why Tino does this. Any narcissist would treat waiters like that if they got free food and special treatment from it. You do understand they had to throw all that food out, right? However, I don't know if you guys caught this, but the waiter had an accent, meaning that English is not his first language, so he probably is not all that privy to the pronoun BS because it's esoteric. I mean, if there's any indication that he doesn't understand what's going on, it's that he immediately says sir again after being told to say ma'am. And the whole subtext of this is that this guy spends all this time learning English, and then Tino is out here threatening his livelihood over a minor mistake. That's why you got the free drink. It's because he's afraid of a sociopath like you causing a scene and getting him fired, especially considering that this...
Didn't Trump say there are only two genders? Yeah, why are we not officially implying that completely?
At Disneyland, so you know that if the waiter stands up for himself, the company is not going to back him. So really, this person is just making money off of...
Didn't Trump say there are only two genders? Am I fucked up?
Bullying.
Am I fucked up in my brain? Did I forget something?
Foreigners and using transgenderism as a shield after being abusive, because that's what this is. It's abuse. And abuse seems to be kind of a foundational strategy of trans activists. Tino has a lot of this type of content, as well as stuff that progressively gets creepier.
Made it into Disney World. I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but
Fuck no. Fuck no. No. I'm genuinely not gonna lie to you. If I see a random dude is going in the woman's bathroom while either my spouse or my mother inside, I'm not letting that guy in. Fuck no. If this guy's going inside the bathroom, then every fucking woman has to finish, then come outside. I'm not gonna let this motherfucker get in. I'm not gonna let him inside, dude.
I'm about to go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I get stopped, I guess. But I'm a woman, so I'm gonna use the women's bathroom. And being in Florida or being in
I'm genuinely gonna fucking do this. I'm genuinely, if I see a guy who's entering my spouse when my spouse is in bathroom, or any woman at any point is in bathroom and saying he's a woman, sorry, you gotta wait. Let them come out, then you can go. Maybe. Until then, I'm not allowing you inside. Fuck no.
California or wherever is gonna stop me.
For one, it's already cringe to be a Disney adult. Two, not only is there this fetishizing with trans people of lying about their status in the hopes of tricking straight men, but there's also a fetishizing of using women's bathroom. Here's a whole office of biological males filming in the women's bathroom. And I can't imagine how unnerving it must be for women to have to share this space with people who are obviously biological men.
Oh, I go where I please. I will continue to go into women's...
Why are we enabling this? What is going on?
Restrooms, women's locker rooms, women's spaces, because I am a woman, whether you like it or not.
Why are we
and there's
doing
nothing
this?
you can do about it.
Why
I
are
go
we
where I
doing
please.
this?
And so far, nobody's had the guts to even try and stop me.
You know what? I think I will do. I think I'll do that. If I see you, I think I'll do that.
No one has tried to stop you because it's a bunch of women who have like half your strength, and they don't want to risk you being a psycho who will...
I think if I'm near this guy, I think if he going in front of my inside the bathroom in front of me, I think I'm gonna stop that. I'm most definitely gonna stop that. I'm sorry, dude. I'm not trying. Yeah, you know what? I'm transphobic. Wonderful. We scratch that itch.
Violently beat them.
I will not fucking let this dude go inside women's bathroom while there is a woman.
They speak up about you using the women's bathroom.
You're gonna give me my fucking money back.
There's a young man in here. And you
I told her, excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Excuse me, sir. You damaged property. Now you gotta pay for that, sir. Get the fuck out.
They aren't protesting.
That would be my fucking reaction.
Because they're afraid. And what really should happen is that people should just stop going to places with mixed bathrooms. Oh, and speaking of borderline predator behavior, Tino loves to go to Disneyland to explain how transgender surgery works with kids in the background and
No. Where are the fucking authorities? Fuck no.
Friendly metaphors.
Last summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. The outside of the wand is what becomes the inside of the tunnel.
This person needs to be put on a watch list.
No.
I think no one would be shocked that there are some skeletons in Tino's closet. These topics aren't appropriate for young kids.
Hi,
No.
friend. Today we're going to talk about something super important. What it means to be transgender.
God, it's simple. It's just mental illness. It's just fucking mental illness.
It's a big word.
Gay, sure. That is not mental illness. That is genuinely gay. Because you're attracted to men. Lesbian, sure. You're attracted to women as a woman. Transgender is just fucking mental illness.
But I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? The first thing I want you to do is close your eye. Now think, do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little?
I feel like I have a dick. I feel like I have a dick that will go through any hole. Except for yours. Any trans women holes. Yes, of course. And my relatives. Yes.
Little bit of both.
For those of you who don't know what's going on, this is a parody of Miss Rachel, who is a very popular creator for very young kids. A friend of mine has a 2-year-old, and I caught an episode while he was visiting where she was teaching toddlers how to say no, so that was great. Well, maybe it's annoying to parents, but probably very useful if they ever meet someone like Lily Tino. And I'm not just making allegations here. Tino literally has an OnlyFans account and advertises
God fucking damn it. Why? Why are we enabling this?
that account in the same area where the videos targeted at children can be viewed. How is this not a crime? Can you see why people are mad now? Stuff like this happens over and over again, and this information gets pushed on younger and younger people way before it's age appropriate.
Yeah.
And now they have stuff like this.
Application.
When they hit puberty, they feel unease and they think anything that makes pleasure is good thing. But they don't understand they're ruining their life.
Applications are open for Brave Trails 2025. Whether you're new or returning, get ready for an unforgettable summer in California, New York, or Georgia. Brave Trails is the summer camp for LGBTQ plus youth ages 12 to 17. With creative programming, gender-neutral housing, and affirming spaces to be your true self.
No.
Wait, so you're going to put a bunch of boys and girls with cameras and mixed housing? They're going to change and sleep in the same area with an age difference from 12 to 17? You don't see a problem with that?
Wait, what?
Unfortunately,
Wait,
I don't think they do.
I think
Spaces 17 is the unforgettable summer in California, New York.
I did not read that.
Brave Trails is the summer camp for LGBTQ plus youth ages 12.
No, God, no. No. Why? Why? Dude, where's my fucking gun? Can someone kill me? Can I reincarnate it? Can I go into fucking this fucking very fucking better fucking world? God fucking damn it, no.
12 to 17. With creative programming,
pedophiles. There is no better way to call you other than pedophiles.
Gender-neutral housing and affirming spaces to be.
God, no, not the fucking children's, dude. Dude, no, not the fucking children's.
Your true self.
Wait, so you're going to put a bunch of boys and girls with cameras and mixed housing? They're going to change and sleep in the same area with an age difference from 12 to 17? You don't see a problem with that?
I see a lot of problem with that. Thank you very much. Thank you for clarifying it for myself.
Unfortunately, I don't think they do. And what's funny is that I'm old enough to remember that back in 2020, I made a video about them medically transitioning kids, and I got gaslit like crazy with a bunch of wokies in the comments saying, no, they're just socially transitioning kids. They don't get medical treatment until they're adult. At that point, there were only a handful.
They're actually doing this to kids? What is wrong with this world? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on with this world?
Full of news stories about people.
Where is the law? Where is the fucking law information? Where is the fucking law, dude? Where is the fucking law? There's a certain point you need to fucking step in.
Medically transitioning under 18, but just 5 years later,
4 years ago,
transitioning kids has been completely normalized.
Estrogen treatment is irreversible and would make Josie sterile, but Josie and her mother never doubted it was the right thing until an unexpected conversation happened one afternoon.
But on the inside, where nobody else can see,
yeah.
Are you a boy or?
Maybe I'm a boy inside and a girl outside.
No, please no.
Really?
True.
Only you know the answer to that.
No, kids. They're kids. Their mind is under development. You cannot fucking give them a chance to fucking do this. We are adults. We are guardians for them. We should be making the decision what's safe for them, not fucking stroke your ego, stroke your fucking mental illness.
Sometimes I think I'm a boy, sort of, but I want to be a girl.
Dr. Olson had a decision.
You are in the perfect place to start on Blocker.
No, dude. Guys, if you don't know what Blocker is, I heard from my cousin, friend. It hurts like fucking hell. It hurts like you are burning your skin. You're fucking down, away. It's like fucking, I can't even put in words what he said.
And she promises to begin giving her estrogen, female hormone,
No. This should not be fucking happening.
in 2
Guys. Government, fucking step in. You fucked my fucking company. I don't fucking mind. These are fucking kids. This should not be at this situation right now.
years.
Around 13.
No. What the fuck is me? No. Who is this? Can I file a fucking report on this fucking doctor?
That's what I think. You're not going to wait until 16 to start. You know that, okay?
A lot of times it
No, dude, the kid is suffering so much just to make his mother happy.
strikes me that had this happened just 20 years ago, thank you, I wouldn't have been able to give her blockers and she would have had female puberty. That terrifies me. It's all done. Do you want a hug? I don't know that.
Dude, I want to puke. I want to fucking puke. Wait a minute. I want to fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Dude, Jesus Christ. Oh God. Why are we doing this shit to kids? Dude, you can see clearly
She would have
in that
survived.
kid's
male
eyes.
I'm not.
He wants to fucking please his mother. He wants to fucking make his mother happy as much as he could. Just, he doesn't understand the pain.
Not really sure how these people have it in their head that it's okay to allow a young child to make a permanent decision like that, especially considering that the child expressed pretty heavy doubt, and maybe that's the best cue to not put your kid on life-altering medications when
Yeah.
they turn 13.
No, it just should not even be allowed until they turn 18. You know what? 20 plus. It should not be allowed until 20 plus.
Seems more like we're experimenting on children like the Nazis, though.
It does seem a little.
Yes. Oh God. Fuck yes. That's what actually happening.
I agree.
I mean, imagine if the Nazis signed for it and said, but the kids really want it.
The one thing that keeps me happy is that we're moving closer to a place where eventually people who do this
You know what, guys? I think my best idea is go Japan, buy a wooden house far away from civilization, and stay there. Have a kid, have a wife, just homeschool them, teach them as much as I could, put my mindset into them, teach them how they should be proper adults, giving them like minimum requirement for freedom. After that, after they turn 20 or 20 plus, they're allowed to go outside.
are going to start getting
God.
punished for it, especially since Twitter got bought and stories like these aren't being suppressed anymore.
I had facial feminization surgery.
I genuinely feel like I want to puke. I genuinely feel like I want to puke right now.
I had sex reassignment surgery. I was on HRT for 17 years. Now I'm on a combo dose because I can't go off. I have multiple health conditions from transitioning young and for transition so long.
This person has to take medication permanently despite regretting the transition because of the damage that transitioning caused. And it's sick because the activist community loves to pretend that none of these drugs like hormone blockers have any side effects.
So what was it for you that kind of woke you up to this isn't what I should have done?
I found out that homosexual transition environmentally caused in almost every single case by childhood sexual assault or by internalized homophobia or failed boy syndrome. People are being lied to when they're being diagnosed. They're not being diagnosed with what actually causes the gender dysphoria.
Guys, government, fucking law, step in. This is a moment where we as an adults supposed to protect kids. We are their guardians. They are our future. We cannot let this fucking delusion ass fucking mental illness fuckers get in our way. We cannot play along with these fuckers.
They're just being diagnosed with a symptom of a problem, and there are multiple problems that cause those symptoms. And when you don't appropriately diagnose people, you lead them into a life of ruin. All of these interventions are permanent, they're irreversible, and they lied to me.
I don't know if the numbers are that high, but sexual abuse history sure is commonly reported amongst people who transition, as well as symptoms of it like drug abuse and homelessness. Now, the age-old thing that the activists like to say is that you could end the life of a trans person by misgendering them. However, if you look at the studies that they cite, the people in the high-risk categories are very often drug abusers or homeless, and HRT is not going to fix that.
And they don't care about the people who are indoctrinated.
This is where you, at a moment you gotta understand. United States, should I say USA, is not a good place to live in. They're gonna enable these fucking delusional people, these retarded ass people, these fucking illusion motherfuckers who thinks they can do whatever they want because it's a freedom. We cannot let this go, Mark. But if they're letting this go, Mark, it's time to step outside. It's time to take a step back. I'm not gonna be here anymore. Go Japan. Go China. Go Australia, or maybe not Australia. Let's not go Australia. Go anywhere else that is genuinely do not have these delusion people
who are harmed by this loosey-goosey system where you can walk into a therapist in 15 minutes and be given a gender dysphoria diagnosis.
Right, they don't care at all. I think when Lily Tino makes a video addressed as Miss Rachel, that's not about educating people. It's about trying to find the next viral trend to build popularity and promote the OnlyFans account. I think these people rarely, if ever, talk about people who regret transitioning. In fact, I've heard rumors that on Reddit, such people are shunned from the transgender forum. But the nefarious part with kids is that kids are easily manipulated, will often do.
The kids are like children. It's like they're like blank papers. You can write anything, you can teach them anything, and they will do as they were told because they want to get praised. They want that good boy. They want that good girl. They want that fucking candy. They want to be acknowledged by their own blood and flesh, their own mother and father. So much to the point they are willing to kill themselves. This is not a safe space, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a safest place at all.
Do what they think will impress their parents, and they have no life experience. They've only been around for a few years, so how are they supposed to know at 11 what their desires are going to be at 30 or 40 or 50? Where are the adults? Adults are supposed to be around as advisors to prevent kids from doing stuff they might regret in the long term. In fact, as a society, I think it's people's responsibility to prevent those around them from making stupid decisions. A lot of people's dumb choices could be stopped if they didn't have a shitty friend group. You want people in your life who will sit you down and talk you through major decisions and give you corrective feedback.
Yeah.
People need the feedback of others to know how to behave appropriately. It's something.
If anyone wants to talk about any of your feelings or if you're hurting, my DMs are open in Kick. Oh, sorry, not Kick. In Twitter, you can send me a message if you're okay. I'm willing to talk to you. I am more than willing to talk to you at all. If you want help, if you want actual adult, I'm not an actual fucking adult. I'm just still an adult, and I recently became an adult completely. If you want an opinion how it should be, you can talk to me. You can talk to me, or not just me. Go a better therapist. Go talk to them. That's the best option I can give you.
That I'm sure these narcissistic activists.
I cannot go lower it myself, but unless you reach out for your help, unless you don't reach out for help, no one can help you.
Are missing in their lives. So let's do them all the favor of not appeasing their BS.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Follow me.
Yeah, dude. Do not appease the fucking BS. I love this guy, dude. Fucking yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for today's stream. Holy sorry, that was not supposed to be here. There we go. Hey, thank you for watching until end of this video. If you could consider liking this video and subscribing, it would help me and the editor a lot, and watch other videos too. Who knows, you might like them too. And other social medias are in the description. Follow them.